So let's start the Emco concept. Turn 260, programming and operation. So this is actually the operator manual of Emco concept. Turn 260 CNC lathe. First of all, what is Emco concept? Turn 260. This is a CNC lathe machine. So we can use this system, this CNC lathe machine, to create shaft, bush. We can cut thread, then facing, grooving, drilling, CNC training, and industrial automation training. Before starting this CNC machine, first of all, we should understand what is the coordinate system, because all the motions in this CNC is based on this coordinate system. So in this machine, we have x-axis, right? So plus x and minus x. So this is the center. This is the center of this tool workpiece, right? So the movement from this center, outside and inside, this is what is called a x-axis movement. So for example, this is the workpiece. If the tool is moving outside this workpiece, that is what is called plus x. And if the tool is reaching into the center, then that is what is called a minus x. Then the next axis is called z-axis, plus z and minus c. So this is the direction to the spindle. So plus c means, for example, to the tailstock, and minus c means chuck. For example, this is the chuck, right? So this to the chuck means minus z, and this is the tailstock, right? So to the tailstock, that is plus c. This is the tailstock and this is the chuck. And we have one more axis that is optional, c axis. This is the workpiece rotation position control. But this is optional. Milling, drilling, live tool operation, etc. So this is our machine control panel. So what is the use of this machine control panel? To control the machine, right? So we will be using this machine control panel to control this machine. there are different keys in this machine control panel. For example, first one is skip. So what is the use of skip? When you write a program, you can use slash. So when you write a program, you have different lines, right? So the program will be like this. If you want to skip one line, you can use this option. Then if you use this one slash, then that line will not be executed. That is the use of skip. For example, if there is a program, so if there is a line, so slash n100 g00 x50. Okay, when the program executing the program, this line will not execute. So that is the use of slash. Then another one is called a dry run. So dry run means, so the tool will not touch the workpiece. Tool will not touch the workpiece. That means it's like a simulation. You can see the movement of the tool, but the tool will not touch the workpiece. That means no cutting. So the advantage of dry run is to check the program to avoid collision, right? And for a student training, we can use this dry run option. Then single piece mode. So single piece mode, this is to machine one part. For example, we have in some cases we have automatic loader. Okay, so we need to machine only one part. So you should use single piece mode. If you select continuous mode, once one part is completed, then the next part will automatically load. So single piece mode means once one part is completed, then it will stop automatically. That is called a single piece mode. Next is optional stop. What is optional stop? For example, the command name is M01. Okay, if the program is executing and in one line, if there is a code M01, then what will happen? Machine will stop here, this line, so that the operator can measure the workpiece, to inspect the workpiece, and also to check the tool. Okay, if you want to start again, if you want to continue, you can press NC start. Then the next one is called reset key. So when you press this reset key, program will, first of all, the program will stop. If you press the reset key, the program will stop. And if any alarm will be there, we can clear the alarm using this reset key. Then coming to the NC stop. If you press this NC stop, or if you press this cycle stop, it will automatically stop the running program. If you want to start again, you can press cycle start. So to stop the program, you can press cycle stop. To start the program, you can press cycle start, NC start. So NC start means you have n number of programs and you can select, say, for example, program number 100. Select program number 100 and press NC start, then the machine will start automatically. If you want to stop, you can press NC stop. Then next is called a single block. So single block means, for example, if I have a program like this, N10 G00X50, N20 Z10, N30 G01 X20. So I have three lines. Okay. So I have three lines in my program. If I press NC start, it will work. But I have selected single block. Okay. If I select single block and press NC start, it will run the first line only. Okay. If you want to execute the second line, you have to press NC start again. This is to verify our program. If you want to verify our program, you can this single block option. Then we have different direction keys. Okay, we have a mode called jog mode. In the jog mode, we can move the axis using this direction keys: plus x, minus x, plus c, minus c. So this is to move the axis in jog mode. In jog. So next is called rapid key. So rapid means rapid movement. Rapid movements mean a very fast movement, right? Okay, if you want a fast movement, you can use this option, rapid movement. Then we have a feed stop. So feed stop means it will stop the cutting feed. That means no cutting. No cutting. Right? If you want to start the cut, you can press this feed start button. Then spindle stop, it will automatically stop the main spindle. It will stop the main spindle. And to start the main spindle, you can press this spindle start option. So spindle will again start. Then we have tailstock, forward, backward. Tailstock. If you want to move the tailstock forward or backward, we can use this option, tailstock forward and backward. For example, if you have a long shaft, you need to support this long shaft using the tailstock. If it is a long shaft, this is like a support. So using this option, we can move the tailstock forward or backward. Then we have a tool turret. So we have a tool turret to change the tool. For example, now the tool is T1. If you want to change T1 to T2 or T2 to T3, so you can use this option, tool turret option. Job operation board mode. So then clamping device, this is to open or close. This is to open or close the chuck to holding the workpiece, right? So for example, this is the chuck, right? So to hold this workpiece, you need to open or close this chuck using this option. So next is the coolant option. Okay, we can switch on or off this coolant option. Tool cooling, surface finish, tool life increase, right? Then we have a chip conveyor. So during the machining operation, chips will be forming, right? Okay, using this chip conveyor, it will the chip will move uh, from one location to another location using this chip conveyor to remove the metal chips. Then we have auxiliary on and auxiliary off. So auxiliary on means this is the machine ready state. That means if you press this auxiliary on, servo drives, spindle drive, lubrication, coolant, chip control, that means machine is ready to operate. That is what is called auxiliary on. So auxiliary off means everything will off. All auxiliary systems will off. We have a hand wheel. This is for manual precision movement. Then we have a machine door. This door is automatic. We can open or close this automatic door using this option. So then we have emergency stop. So this is actually safety button. This is actually safety button. So when you press this emergency stop, everything will stop. That means machine right now machine will be in a safe state. Everything, all drives will stop. When you press this button, everything will stop. If you want to release it, rotate this button, and after that press reset and then press auxiliary on. Once you press emergency stop, how you will release it, just rotate it and then press reset and press auxiliary on. So there are different modes in this machine. So you have to select the appropriate mode. For example, there is a mode called a jog mode. Then another mode is called automatic mode, right? Then another mode is called MDA mode. Then there is another mode called edit mode. Then REF mode. There are different modes. You have to choose appropriate mode. Then next is the feed override. This is the program feed speed change. That the range is from 0 to 120. For example, if the program feed is F100, okay, and the override is 50%, that means the feed will be 50 millimeter per minute. So we can change the feed by adjusting this feed override switch. And we have a USB interface. This is to transfer program. This is to transfer program into the machine. Backup or software installation, we can use this USB interface 2.0. Then we have So this is optional machine status lamp like the robot, So this is the machine status lamp. Okay, so we have different colors such as white, green, red. This is optional. So red means alarm or emergency stop, right? Red means alarm or emergency stop, and green means auto selected. Uh, Flashing means auto selected, continuous auto running. And white flashing means there is no raw material, lack of raw parts, and continuous means loading active. And then we have our main switch, right? So we have our main switch. One is 0 and 1. So 0 means off and 1 means on. Then to start, how to start the machine? First of all, you have to switch on the machine, main switch on. Then check the emergency stop test. And then after that, checking the door, check the door open or close. Then after that, press the auxiliary on. Press the auxiliary on. And then reference the machine. So now the machine is ready. Now the machine is ready to operate. Now the machine is ready to operate. So how to switch off this machine? Again, there is a rule. First of all, you have to press the auxiliary off key. Then after that, close the WinNC software. Shut down the Windows operating system, and finally you have to switch off the main switch. This is the operating procedure to switch off this machine. So safety test, safety integrated. So every 8 hours, in the case of security reasons, this test has to be repeated all 8 hours by working with the machine. If there is an error, then auxiliary will off. So next is if the door is open, and if you press this NC start, if you press the NC start, it will not work. This is again related to the safety. So we can open or close the door automatically. Using this key, we can open or close this door automatically. Clamping device control. With the help of proximity sensor, this will be checking whether the machine workpiece clamped properly or not. Clamping device control. So the benefit of this clamping device control is to avoid workpiece fall, chuck safety, and spindle protection. And next is tailstock programming. We can use M20. M20 means tailstock back, and M21 means tailstock forward. We can use M20 or M21 to move tailstock forward or backward. So in order to holding the finished part without fall down, we can use parts catcher. Again, this is optional. During the emergency stop timing, if the turret reference was lost, the procedure will be like this. The remedy will be like this. Unlock the emergency stop, press the reset button, auxiliary on, jog mode, and move X and Z and reference the turret in the jog operating mode. During the emergency stop timing, sometimes the turret reference was lost. So you have to follow the step to, to do the reference in the jog operating mode. So bar loader interface, automatic bar feeding system. The important M codes will be M57, spindle oscillation on, M58, spindle oscillation off, M67, feed on, M68, feed off, M69, bar change, M32, restart after M30. So this is the skip key, right? In the skip operation, the program blocks that are marked with a slash before the block number will not be executed in a program run. Example slash n100. Then above the skip, you can see this dry run. In dry run operation, the traversing movements will be executed with the feed set in setting data dry run feed. The dry run feed works instead of the programmed feed. So near to the dry run, we can see 1x. 1x mode means the single piece mode. With this option, you can choose either a single piece mode or a continuous operation. And this is in connection with automatic loading device. Now, so that automatic loading means single piece load. Single piece mode means if you select this, once one piece is completed, the machine will automatically stop. Otherwise, you have an automatic loading device. Once one piece is completed, then it will automatically load the next part and the process will continue. If you press this 1x, then that means that that mode is activated. Single piece operation is activated. So below the 1x mode, we can see this optional stop. The command name is M01. If you press this key, the program run will be stopped at blocks that contain this code M01. If you want to continue the program, you can press this NC start, cycle start button. When this function M01 is not active, M01, when the function is not active, M01 will be ignored. So to clear everything, you have the reset key. Yeah, this one. This one is the reset key. Then if you want to start the program, cycle start, select the program. For example, program number 100. Select, for example, the program number is 100. Select the program and press the cycle start button. Then the machine will start. If you want to stop, you can press this cycle stop. To start the program, use this. And to stop the program, you can use the cycle stop button. Then we have a single block mode. Single block mode. For example, when you write a program, you have n number of blocks, right? If you choose this single block, okay, if you choose this single block, if you choose this single block mode, if you choose the single block mode and press this cycle start, and you have say 10 lines. You have 10 lines. And if you selected single block mode and when you press the cycle start, it will execute this line only. If you want to execute the next line, you have to press cycle start 10 times, then only it will, that means it will execute one line at a time. So that is the use of single block mode. Then we have direction keys, right? So we have direction keys. So in this job mode, you can move the axis plus x minus x plus z and minus z. And this plus c is optional. This is optional. So select this job mode and move this axis manually. Plus x minus x plus z minus c. This is what is called the direction keys. And here, this one, this is called a rapid. If you want to move this plus x in a very high speed, you have to press this rapid also. Rapid means high speed, a very high speed movement. If you plus rapid and plus c, then plus z will move very fast, right? So rapid means very fast movement. So here, this is the feed option. That means cutting. Okay, if you want to uh, adjust the feed from 0 to 120, you can use this feed switch, or you can use this option, feed start or feed stop. Then here we have our spindle start and spindle stop button. So if you are using the using long shaft, you can use this tail stalk on, tail stalk off. If you are using a long shaft, we can move the tailstock by pressing these two keys. That is tailstock forward or backward. Then we have our tool turret. So this key is used for tool turret. Okay, that means if you need to select tool number 1 or tool number 2 or tool number 3, which tool you are going to use, so you can use this tool turret option. So you can use this tool turret option. So this one represents the clamping device. And this key is for coolant. This key is for coolant. So this one is chip conveyor. This is to move chips from the machine area to outside. So here in this machine, this is not there, chip conveyor. This is chip conveyor. This key is representing chip conveyor. Then here we have auxiliary on. This is auxiliary on and this is auxiliary off. If you want to run this machine, you have to press this auxiliary on. And when you shut down the machine, you have to press this auxiliary off and then switch off the machine. If you press this auxiliary off, then everything will be stopped. The drives, everything. The lubrication, everything will be stopped if you press this auxiliary off. If you want to run the machine, you have to press, once you start the machine, you have to press this auxiliary on to run this machine. So this key is representing to open or close the machine door. To open or close the machine door, we can use these two keys. So we have our emergency stop. This is the emergency stop button. If you press this emergency stop, everything will stop. If you want to, once you press the emergency stop, so once you press this emergency stop, everything will be stopped. The machine will not work. Okay. To release this emergency, you have to rotate this and then after that, press this reset button and then press this auxiliary on. Then only you can start the machine. If you press this emergency button, how you can release this? So to release this emergency button, just rotate this, press this reset and press this auxiliary on. So we have different modes in the machine, such as job mode, edit mode, MDA mode, automatic mode, reference mode. Okay, so by pressing this keys, uh, you can select the right mode. Then we have a multi-function rotary switch. So depending on the installed control software, this switch has various functions. So you can press and rotate right direction or left direction, and so that you can select the different functions. This is what is called a multi-function rotary switch. This is called a multi-function rotary switch. So this one is called a multi-function rotary switch. Press this and turn right side or left side so that you can select different functions. Next is the feed override switch. So this is what is called a feed override switch. You can change the feed from 0 to 120%. If you press this 0, there is no cutting. Okay, this is 120 means cutting maximum. You can adjust the feed from 0 to 120 with the help of this feed switch. Feed override switch. This T. This T is used to open or close the door. By pressing this T, and you can move the door. And we have one USB interface to transfer the CNC program into the machine or copy any data or installing any software. We can use this USB interface 2.0. This is the USB. So here you can transfer programs from your computer into the machine, or you can copy anything, or you can install any software with the help of this USB port. So on the right side of the machine, we can see the main switch. It is having two modes. One is 0 and 1. So 0 means off and 1 means on. So this machine status lamp is optional. This machine status lamp is optional. By checking the different colors such white, green or red. So red flashing, that means alarm or emergency stop. Green flashing, automatic operation selected. Permanent green light, automatic operation active. White flashing means lack of raw material. Permanent white means loading active. So by checking the machine status lamp, we can understand what is the current condition of the machine. So to switch on the machine, first of all, you have to start the switch on the main switch. I have mentioned 0 or 1, right? So you have to switch on the machine, and then after that you have to check the emergency stop. After that, you can press the reset button. First of all, switch on the machine and then unlock the emergency, and then after that, press the reset key. Then referencing the machine door by pressing T or this door option. And then finally, you have to switch on the auxiliary drives. So once again, switch on the machine, then unlock emergency, press the reset button. After that, checking the door by pressing T or door open or close button, and then auxiliary on. So this is the procedure to start the machine, whether it will be a CNC turning machine or it will be a CNC lathe machine. And to switch off the machine, the first step is to press the auxiliary off. Okay, so when you run the machine, your software WinNC software will be there. So close this software. First, press the auxiliary off key and then close the WinNC. And then after that, shut down the Windows operating system. shut down Windows operating system. And then after that, switch off main switch. Switch off the main switch. So this is the procedure to switch off the machine. Press the auxiliary off. If you want to shut down the machine, press the auxiliary off. Then the next step is to close the software, WinNC software, and then shut down the Windows operating system and press the main switch to 0. That means off. So follow the process correctly to switch on or switch off the machine. So how to open the machine door? I have already mentioned there is a T button. So by pressing this T button, and you can open or close this door. Close or open this door. Actually, in some machine, you have automatic door or opening or closing option. By pressing this keys, we can either open. This is key. This is to open the door, and this is to close the door. By pressing this open or closing this door button, we can automatically open or close the door. So regarding the tailstop programming, the code, remember the code M20 backward and M21 forward. M21 forward, M20 backward. So in the job mode, we can move the tool turret with the help of this option, tool turret option. So sometimes the reference was lost. Okay, in that case, the procedure will be like this. Unlock the emergency stop, press the reset button, auxiliary on, select the job mode, and then move the axis and then reference the tool with the job mode. So before starting operating this Emco concept turn CNC machine, you should know the different keys. First of all, you should understand the coordinate system, then only you will be able to write a program correctly. And So before operating the machine, you should know the coordinate system, such as the X, Z, etc. In this case. So to program correctly, you should know the coordinate system. And then you should understand the machine control panel. You have different keys, and how you will use different keys. You have different keys on your panel. You should understand the use of different keys. Then how you will switch on or off the machine. It is very important to follow the proper instructions, otherwise it will damage the machine. Then how you will open or close your door. Then how you will operate your tailstock, and then finally the tool turret, how you will be able to select the appropriate tool for a particular operation. That means tool turret. So this is Emco Concept Turn 260 technical specification. This represents machine model, options, accessories, tools, technical data, PC control. So this document means the specification of the Emco Concept Turn 260 machine. This Emco Concept Turn 260 is a PC controlled CNC lathe with interchangeable control. That means same machine, we can use different controls. We can use different control softwares for training purpose. Sinomeric Operate 840D SL 822D Fanuc Series 31i Fagor 8055 TC. So this machine is a very good machine to teach CNC turning, so that the students can practice different controls used in industries. So CT 260 models or variants. C2 260B. So this is C2 260B. That means B means basic machine tool, no options. This is a basic lathe. That means without pneumatic. There is no automatic cylinder, no tailstock, live tools, no C-axis. So this is a basic CNC turning training machine. Then CT260T. This is having pneumatic automatic clamping cylinder, but again there is no tailstock, live tools or C-axis. This is a normal turning using automatic chuck clamping. Then CT260TM, having pneumatic clamping, live tool, C-axis, there is no tailstock. We can machine drilling, milling operations also other than turning operation. Then C2260TC, turning plus center. This is for long shaft machining, having pneumatic clamping, tailstock, no live tools or C-axis. So the features of basic machine is 12 station VDI 16 tool turret, 5.5 kilowatt main spindle, spindle speed 60 to 6300 RPM, X travel is 100 millimeter and Z travel 300 millimeter, machine lamp, central lubrication, fully enclosed working area, integrated PC, 21.5-inch TFT touchscreen, safety devices, remote control possibility. So that means 12 station tool turret. That means we can mount 12 tools. VDI 16, that represents the standard tool holder. Workpiece rotate with from 60 to 6300 RPM. So this is the speed. This is the main spindle speed. So tool radial direction move to 100 millimeter, and Z travel 300 millimeter. That is the meaning of to travel X and travel Z. So in normal lathe, in normal lathe, only workpiece rotate, but live tools, tool itself will rotate. Okay, so tool itself will rotate. So using this, we can side drill, face drilling, slot milling, small milling operations, tapping. C axis will position the angular position of the workpiece, say 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree. We can drill different holes in 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree, etc. The control software is using is WinNC software, WinNC. So we can operate the machine using this licensed software, WinNC machine license MAL. So the available controls such as numeric operate 840 or 828 DSL, Fanuc series 31I, Fagor 8055 TC. So Win 3D view turning, this is for 3D graphic simulation, not necessary for CAM concept. So the different accessories and options, one is leveling element. This is to reduce machine vibration and adjust the height. 4 pieces are required. Machine installation kit consisting of leveling elements, angle plates, anchor bolts to fix the machine onto the floor. RCCB, residual current circuit breaker. This is electrical safety device, AC/DC leakage current protection. Coolant equipment, 140-liter tank, 20 liter per minute capacity. Factory installed only. Then there is one electronic hand wheel. This is for manual axis movement, 0-point setting, tool offset setting. This is very useful. Axis selection, feed switch, agreement button, emergency off switch. Everything will be in this electronic hand wheel. This machine status lamp is optional, having 3 different lights, red, green, and white. So we can understand the current status of the machine by checking the color of the light. Then parts catcher. Once the part is finished, we can collect the finished part into this parts catcher. The maximum finished part length will be 120 millimeter, diameter 25, and maximum finished part weight 0.5 kilogram. Chip conveyor will automatically move outside with the help of this chip conveyor, the metal chips will move outside from the machine. Long steel chips, snarl chips, wool chips, this is very much suitable. We can use this in wet or dry machining conditions. Then the foot pedal, this is to actuate a chuck or tailstock. So coolant pistol, this is to clean the machining area with the help of coolant. So clean the machining area with the help of coolant. And they are saying that never use compressed air to clean the machine. Air conditioning system, electrical cabinet, dusty, oily, hot environment to protect. Then DVI interface to connect external monitor. This is very much useful during the demonstration. So bar loader, this is automatic bar stock loading system, and the bar diameter 8 to 95 millimeter, length 250 to 1200 millimeter. Spindle extension, standard spindle length 600 millimeter. To support 800 bar, spindle extension is required. Maximum spindle speed then 5000 RPM, factory installed only. Automation accessories, we have a fully automatic door to increase the throughput and reduce the operator fatigue. Blowout unit, workpiece pneumatic cleaning. Robotic interface hardware for FMS or CIM operation. DNC interface. Remotely, we can control WinNC using TCP/IP. Then clamping devices for workpiece. Manual 3-jaw chuck. So the diameter is 100 millimeter, bore 20 millimeter, and maximum speed 6300 RPM. Power chuck, diameter 95 bore 26, used in CT260T, TCTM, TCM models. Collar chuck. We can clamp the material using 385E or 5C collets. To 25.5 diameter material we can clamp. So tool holder packages CT260T or TC package. This is for stationary tools, radial tool holders, collet holders, boring bar holders, ESX16 collet set. VDI 16 tool holders. This is the tool holder interface standard. Bore plug, radial tool holder M3, boring bar holder, indexable drill holder, collet holder, radial milling holder, axial milling holder. ESX16 collets and tapping collets ranging from 1 to 10 millimeter. M2 to M8. So tapping collet with the length compensation. During the thread cutting time, this will reduce the tap break. So tool package consisting of basic tool package such as twist drills, copying tools, parting of tool, body thread tool, boring bar, center drill, center hole drill, screw tabs, tool holder package. Extended tool package. With basic tools, threading, turning, threading, echo cut, milling tools, drill sets, etc. So roughing tool to remove large amount of material, copying tool for profile or contour turning, threading tool is to cut external or internal thread. Then parting of tool. We can cut the finished part using this parting of tool. Boring bar. This is for internal diameter machining. Echo cut. Echo cut is for internal turning without pre-drilling. So drills, available drill sets, high speed HSS, 1 to 13 millimeter diameter, right? Then 2 to 10 millimeter diameter, then core hole drills, then center drill, then screw tabs. So indexable inserts. Insert means insert is what is called a cutting edge. Cutting edge. So this will fit into the tool holder. If it is worn out, we can replace this insert. So it will be steel inserts, then aluminum inserts, eco cut inserts, parting of inserts, OD threading inserts, then ID threading insert. So bar puller diameter range is 3 to 25 millimeter. This is to pull bar stock and mount on a radial holder. Setting tools, optical tool presetter. This is to measure length or offset tool inside the machine. Headstock, direct, tailstock, alignment checking. So the coursework consisting of Emco CNC Campus ebook, basic CNC numeric operate training, then basic CNC numeric operator milling, conventional turning, conventional milling, and multiple license available. So the documentation consisting of manuals, right? Concept and 260 manual, programming instructions, turning, WinNC numeric operate manual, WinNC Fanuc series manual, WinNC Fagor 8055 TC manual. And the packaging consists of standard packing, climate packing, wooden box for overseas transport. So this is the technical data of the machine. This is a main important section. The capacity. The swing over bed is 250 millimeter diameter. Swing over cross slide 85 millimeter. Between centers 405 millimeter. Maximum machining diameter 85 millimeter. Maximum machining length 270 or 256 millimeter. Maximum bar work diameter 25.5 millimeter. That means machine theoretically the actual machining diameter will be 85. Then coming to the travel, x-axis 100 millimeter and z-axis 300 millimeter. Then coming to the main spindle bore 30 mm diameter, spindle speed 60 to 6300 rpm, maximum torque 35 Newton meter, and bearing inner diameter 50 mm. C-axis resolution 0.001 degree, rapid speed 100 rpm, starting tolerance 0.05 degree. This is for precise angular position. Then main drive 3.7 kilowatt continuous, 5.5 kilowatt short duty cycle. Turret is having 12 tool stations, VDI 16, square tool shank of 12 by 12, boring bar diameter is 16 millimeter, and indexing time is 1 second. Rotary tool speed 200 to 6000 RPM, and torque 4 Newton meter, power 1.2 kilowatt, and the number of rotary tools equal to 6. Coming to the feed drive, rapid traverse 15/24 meter per minute, X thrust 3000 Newton, Z thrust 3500 Newton. Positioning variation X/Z 0.003/0.004. This represents accuracy is very good. Tailstock stroke is 120 mm, and the fuel diameter 35 mm, and fuel thrust is 800 to 2500 Newton. This is to support long workpiece. Then coming to the coolant system, the tank capacity is 140 liter and pump is 0.57 kilowatt, and delivery system 15/65 liter per minute. And regarding the pneumatic unit, air pressure required is 6 to 8 bar, air volume 120 liter per minute, clamping cylinder pressure 2 to 6 bar, clamping force 3800 to 11500 Newton. With this chuck tailstock parts catcher, everything will operate using this pneumatic unit. Then coming to the lubrication, automatic central oil lubrication, main spindle grease lubrication, guideways and ball screws, automatic central lubrication. Then coming to the power supply, voltage 400 volt to 3-phase, frequency 50 or 60 hertz, connected load 6 kVA, main fuse 20 ampere, operating temperature plus 10 to 35 degrees Celsius. And the dimensions and weight, the spindle height 1131 millimeter, and the total height of the machine is 1820 millimeter. Floor space 1700 into 1270 millimeter. And the total weight of the machine is 1100 kilogram. The average sound emission is 78 dB. Then coming to the PC control, it is having 21.5-inch color touchscreen. This is industrial PC having MOC touch. This is designed in such a way that it will withstand workshop vibration, harsh condition. Using the USB, we can transfer data, and also we can integrate network through LAN. And the specification of the PC is processor 2.40 gigahertz quad core, 8 GB RAM, 32 GB mSATA, 21.5-inch full HD touchscreen, Windows 10. So finally, this Emco Concept Turn is an educational or industrial CNC lathe. From basic turning to automatic clamping, tailstock, live tooling, C-axis bar loader, robotic interface, DNC, WinNC controls, tool packages, coolant, lubrication, pneumatic systems, PC control, everything will support. So the sound is 78 dBA. So dBA means decibel A weighted. So dB means this is the unit to measure sound, right? Sound intensity. So let's see the installation of the machine. First of all, the machine acceptance. Once you receive this machine, you have to check whether the machine is okay or not, because during the transportation there will be some issues, right? Transport damage. So receive once you received the machine, you have to check the machine thoroughly. For example, door dent, broken window, bent sheet metal, damaged control panel, etc. And also you have to check the delivery completeness. Okay, so whatever you ordered, such as machine, manuals, tool holders, hand wheel, keys, accessories, power cables, etc. If any damage was there, you have to inform the dealer, insurance company, and Emco service. So the machine number, uh, every machine there is a unique number. So here, this one. From here, we can see the machine serial number and electrical number. And this number you can see on the side of the machine below the main switch. There is a nameplate. In that nameplate, there you can see the machine number and electrical number. When you send an email, support email to Emco, you have to mention the machine number, electrical number, and software version. Otherwise, they will not be able to provide proper support. So in the package, it consists of CNC lathe, control system, PC, and touchscreen, plus documentation such as user manual, electrical manual, programming manual, and accessories such as keys, service tools, optional tool holders. The weight of the machine is around approximately between 1,100 to around 1,400 kilogram weight. So the machine will come like inside a wooden pallet, because if you place the machine directly into the floor, it will damage, make vibration, or some transport accident will happen. So the unpacking will be, first of all, remove the wooden crate and remove the transport locks and remove the board, and using forklift or crane, we can lift the machine. So lifting the machine is very dangerous thing, because the approximate weight of the machine is nearly between 1,100 to 1,400 kilogram. So to lift this machine, we can use certified forklift or overhead crane we can use. Never use hand lifting, improvised lifting, or one side lifting. If the center of gravity will change, machine will tip over. So use the lifting points only to lift the machine. So where to install this machine? Uh, to install the machine required a strong concrete floor, because the machine weight is approximately 1,000 between 1,100 to 1,400 kilogram. If the floor is uneven, again we need a flat surface. If the floor is uneven, there will be alignment issues, accuracy issues, and vibration. So machine should be perfectly horizontal, otherwise taper turning, poor accuracy, tool wear. For that, Emco is using leveling elements That is what is called a leveling pad. So as per the manual, they will be using four pieces, four leveling pads. Place the machine, use the spirit level, and adjust the leveling screws, check the X direction and C direction. Then coming to the electrical installation, machine power connection, the required supply is 3 into 400 volt, 50-60 hertz. 20 ampere fuse is required. Earthing is mandatory. Earthing is to protect against electric shock, drive failure, controller damage. Then coming to the pneumatic connection, TM, TC, TCM models, this pneumatic connection is required. Typically 6 to 8 bar pressure is required. The use of pneumatic is to operate the chuck, tailstock, parts catcher, door, bar loader, everything will be working based on this pneumatic connection. Before initial inspection was required, before turn on the machine, check the chuck, coolant level, lubrication oil, air pressure, emergency stop, door lock, turret and check. So section C is dealing with the maintenance of the machine. So the maintenance philosophy is to repair the machine. That means preventive maintenance. Before facing any machine breakdown, do preventive maintenance. That means find small problems early, increase the life of the machine, and also remove the student lab interruptions. Using the manual maintenance table, do the different maintenance. So after completing each lab session, remove chips, clean the chuck, also clean the turret, and also clean the coolant splash. Otherwise, the metal chip will damage the guideway, rust, and coolant will contaminate. And also check the level of the coolant, whether the coolant is sufficient or not. Check the color of the coolant, and also check any bad smell or not. Then air pressure, make sure that the machine pneumatic pressure is between 6 to 8 bar. If the pressure is reduced, then the clamp will not work, tailstock will not work. Check the lubrication alarm. Check the oil tank is empty or not. Check any alarm on the screen. Weekly maintenance, every week, check the jaw, chips inside jaws clamping condition. Tool turret inspection, tool holder is tight or not, any loose tools or any oil leakage. Pneumatic hoses, check the air leakage, cracks, loose fittings. Here in this machine, we have lubrication oil and coolant. So you should maintain the level correctly. What is the level of the lubrication oil as well as what is the level of the coolant? Use the recommended lubricant only. So the lubricant is used in ball screws, guideways, and slides. If you use wrong oil, because of that, air accuracy loss and servo load will increase. Coming to the cooling lubricant, when you select the cooling lubricant, uh, choose the material type, cutting speed, tool type, and environment. So Emco is recommending use chlorine-free coolants. Clamping pressure check. You should check whether the machine clamping system is working properly or not. Power check. Check the clamp, unclamp, and holding force. If workpiece is loose, the tool will breakage and injury will happen. If you use the collet chuck for collet chuck maintenance, clean the collet seat, and clamping surface. Check wear, any cracks or any deformation. So this machine is having polished surfaces such as guideways, shaft, etc. So apply protective oil film in that areas to prevent rust corrosion. You should visually inspect all the hoses and pipes. Check for any air leakage, oil leakage, coolant leakage, etc. So in this machine having automatic central lubrication system, make sure that your tank is not empty. As per the recommended interval, you should change the oil. If the oil is having air bubbles, then it will be, the lubrication will be a failure. Long shutdown, you should check the lubrication, verify the lubrication manually. Coming to the pneumatic maintenance unit, this is the air preparation system of the machine. Water separator, this is to collect water from the compressed air. Drain it weekly. Air filter will remove the dust. If the filter is dirty, then pressure will be low. Chuck is having some problems, tail stop problems. So coolant device, coolant tank maintenance, daily check the level of the coolant and also remove the metal chips. If the coolant is dirty, it will produce some bad smell, bacterial growth, and poor surface finish. X slide maintenance. This is the machine X axis slide. Check the smooth movement, wiper condition, and oil traces. If the wiper is damaged, you should replace it because otherwise dust will enter into the guideways. Then tailstock maintenance. This is for TC or TCM models. Check the alignment, movement, and pneumatic function. Regularly inspect the lubrication. Belt tension. After 1000 operating hours, inspect the belt. Check the main spindle belt and servo belt. The loose belt is producing noise, vibration, and speed errors. So the tight belt bearing will damage and motor overload. Check the emergency stop test. This is very important. Monthly test this emergency stop test. Machine on, spindle start, emergency stop press. The expected result will be spindle will stop immediately, axis will stop, and drives disabled. Electrical cabinet filter. Electrical cabinet cooling filter check monthly. If the filter is dirty, it causes cabinet overheating, drive failure, PC failure. Main spindle drain, the spindle area drain passage. The purpose is coolant drainage. Make sure that there will be no blockage. Hollow clamping cylinder, check pneumatic cylinder, check any air leakage or operation and clamp force. Door pane. Machine window polycarbonate safety window. Check any cracks or scratches or any visibility issues. Replace the door if the door is having crack or if the visibility is poor. Clean this door using soft cloth. Use recommended cleaner. Never use any abrasive materials or any sharp scrapers. So the maintenance plan will be like this. Remove chips, check coolant, check air pressure, and check lubrication weekly. Weekly check the chuck turret hoses and door. Monthly check the emergency stop, electrical filter, and pneumatic unit. Every 1000 hours, check the belt tension and complete inspection. If the chuck is not clamping, the problem is low air pressure. If the coolant is not flowing, that means the level of the coolant is not correct. Turret alarm, that means the tool holder loose. Access noise, that means lubrication issue. Poor finish represents dirty coolant. If the hose is damaged, then there will be an air leakage. If there is an issue with belt, then it will be facing some spindle vibration. So we will start with principles. So CNC turning principle. Emco concept turn 260 is a two-axis turning center. Uh, the main use is to turn, face, drill, bore, thread. These are the operations we can conducted in Emco turn 260 machine. So in the case of lathe, workpiece is rotating. So the cutting tool will move in X and Z axis. So X axis means tool will move into the center of the workpiece or outside of the center of the workpiece. That is what is called. So in this picture, you can see this is the center. So from the center, so moving the tool into the center or outside the center is what is called X. So the diameter is controlled using this X-axis. The diameter is controlled using this X-axis. For example, X40 means diameter is equal to X40 means diameter of the workpiece is 40. X20 means the diameter of the workpiece is 20. Z-axis. Z-axis will move parallel to the spindle axis. This is the spindle, right? This is the spindle axis. So Z-axis is traveling parallel to the spindle axis. So this will be controlling the length. This will be controlling the length machining. For example, shaft length turning, facing after a moment, etc. So this machine is a PC controlled CNC lathe. We can use different CNC control simulations such as Siemens Numeric, Fanuc, Fagor, etc. So this is working based on closed loop feedback principle. That means in this machine is having servo motor and encoder. So if the command will be executed, okay, then the servo motor will execute the command. Based on the command, the servo motor will take the appropriate action. Then the axis will move. When the axis will move, the encoder will collect the feedback and it will give it to the controller. This is what is called a closed loop principle. This is what is called a closed loop principle. So tool turret, this is having 12 stations. That means we can hold 12 tools. We can hold 12 tools. For example, tool number 1, tool number 2, tool number 3, tool number 4, etc. For example, if I am giving T0101, then tool number 1 will be selected. C-axis for spindle angular positioning for hole indexing, milling flats, bolt circle drilling. So this machine is using compressed air. Check the air pressure, check cylinder and workpiece clamping. If there is no air, the check will not clamp. So we will get a machine alarm if there is no air. So this machine is having central lubrication system. This will provide oil to guidewise ball screws and bearings. Make sure that the lubrication oil level is correct. The machine is having a fully enclosed working area, having door interlock system and having emergency stop. If you open the door, then immediately the machining will stop. So this is WinNC keyboard. This is not a normal computer keyboard. This is to control the CNC machine. This is a special operator keyboard. Using this keyboard, we can write program, we can edit program, we can call tool, we can move the axis, we can operate the machine. It is having 5 different sections, such as one is alphanumeric keys. That means having A to Z, 0 to 9. We can write program. Cursor keys to navigate. And also we have function keys, such as F1, F2, etc. to activate different functions. And also it is having numerical keypad to enter numbers. And machine control keys, such as NC start, NC stop, reset, single block, etc. So this we have 21.5-inch touchscreen, easy to control on-screen keyboard. Even though we don't have a physical keyboard, using the touchscreen we can write the program. Also, we have a USB port to transfer the program into the machine, or we can take any backup, or we can install the software through the USB. We have key switch. This is machine security key. 0 means machine locked, 1 means machine enabled. When you use the enable button, if the door is open, to move the access, you should press this enable button. So MOC touch means machine operation center. This is having CNC control panel, touch screen, machine buttons. So the screen will be divided into 5 sections, such as status area, where you can see the status of the machine. Alarm status, mode, active program. Then we have a working window. This is the main area. It will show the program, offset table, tool table, and simulation. Below that, we have a soft key area, so that we can select a new, open, save, delete, etc. Then we have message area, alarm messages, position display, machine coordinates. For example, what is the X value, what is the Z value. Even though we don't have a physical keyboard, touchscreen will open the keyboard. We can write the program by just typing directly onto the screen. Then we have address keys. This is the main section of CNC programming. X40 represents the diameter of the shaft. Z means represents the length. F represents feed rate, 0.2 mm per revolution. S represents the spindle speed. S1000 means 1000 RPM. T0101 means tool 1. M3 means machine function, spindle clockwise. M5 means spindle stop. Number pad having 0 to 9. Decimal point, minus sign, and program values. Also, we have cursor values also to select the program line. In order to confirm any particular value, we can use the enter key, input key. We have the other keys, such as delete key, page keys, soft keys, program menu, tool menu, offset menu, etc. So when you write the CNC program, every letter is having a particular meaning, right? So for example, G means motion type, X represents X coordinate, Z means Z coordinate. We call it as address. N represents block number to read the program very effectively. And also we can debug properly if we have the block number. G is what is called a preparatory function. G00 means rapid movement. Tool will move very fastly. G01 means linear interpolation slowly. G02 clockwise, G03 counterclockwise, G90 absolute, G91 incremental. X represents the diameter coordinate. For example, X40 means the diameter will be 40 mm. The raw material is 50 mm, then program X40, then the final diameter will be 40 mm. Z represents the length position. Z minus 20 means from the check face it will move 20 mm. F represents the feed rate. 0.2 means 0.2 mm per revolution. Spindle 1000 RPM means that will be the revolutions per minute. S represents the spindle. M3S 1200 means spindle will rotate clockwise with 1200 RPM. T represents tool address. T0101 means tool will be 1 and offset will be 1. M address M03 spindle clockwise, M04 spindle counterclockwise, M05 spindle stop, M08 coolant on, M09 coolant off, M30 program end. R represents the radius or cycle parameter. K represents the arc center coordinates. So using the numeric keypad, we can enter different values.